here.
You could drop a barbecue sauce seasoning. Folks would line up just to support you.
Do I see my trademark on some barbecue sauce?
If I was you,
I'd leave.
Hey, whoa, hold up, wait, huh? Take him.
Man, get off!
After all the bullshit, after they tried to rebrand it, after they tried to take his name, his recipe, and his moment, the community wasn't confused at all. They knew exactly who built it. So they did what they always do. They showed up. They threw the first annual Melt Fest.
Thank you, I feel the love. We didn't come to see you, Otis. Who is this man? I just want to say how grateful I am for y'all showing up to support me.
Meltfest was a success. We do it again next year, easy money.
Everybody go do their own thing now. You made enough off Unc. Nah, he ain't going nowhere. He with me. If you just talk, then you made your decision.
Man, I ain't about to eat this unseasoned ass meat.
Why does it smell like that? This come from somebody who smell his own shit on the daily. What the hell is this?
Nah, I'll never trust your cooking again.
Melterism.
Talent lit the fire, and this time, the ownership.
Security said it was over with for the day. They said that he was filming something. I believe he was filming a podcast. We had $5,000 in cash, or $4,000 in cash that we was gonna give him a hand. They didn't take it.
There's a lot of people visible on social media. To offer a tip to a business owner was crazy. How are you gonna tip a business owner? Tip the whole staff.
All right, man. Peace and blessings to the trial. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Remember they said it, now we speaking on it. I am a Telescope. You're not watching Telescope channel. So, getting straight into this premium black news, as I normally like to bring to y'all. As y'all can see, we talking about that tendinsm. You know what I'm saying? As we was before a couple of videos ago, but now this is one of the major topics that we're gonna be, one of the major segments, that we're gonna be talking about for this episode at least. And pretty much it's been a big thing, you know. Y'all seen it, like just the whole debacle, everything, you know, from the start up to the finish. Y'all seen the rise and fall of Destination Smokehouse, and still the continuous rise of Unc. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Tendinism, Mr. Tendinism, whatever you want to call him, Sire Tendinism, whatever you want to call him. But y'all seen the rise and fall of Destination Smokehouse and the relationship between the owner and Unc. Now, the first clip that I put on there, I thought it was a pretty interesting and funny clip. It reminded me a lot of something you would see on the Boondocks. It was really funny. I believe I left the page on there as a credit to the people that created it, so you can go on their Instagram and go watch more videos like that, because they make a lot of videos in that same similar Boondocks format, but it's on different issues. This just happened to be something particular that I hadn't probably got out maybe a week ago. This video that I'm making, I know I'll be ahead of the curve a lot too. This is aside from what I'm finna say, but the reason I know I'll be ahead of the curve a lot too is because I'll either post something or I'll stock my videos up and then I'll see somebody posting it. You know what I'm saying? So they beat me to the punch, they've been uploaded it, or I just procrastinate or be too lazy, too tired from work or something like that. Can't get around to it. You know, the wife, the daughter, work, try to push past sometimes. You know, you eat, you go to sleep or whatever, you know, worked out or whatever, you go to sleep and don't really get around to it. So some of these videos have already been made. I just haven't got around to editing them, or rather just putting them together all together, or even just putting them out. So, and that's when I feel the worst. That's when I feel like I'm not really getting a lot done. So y'all bear with me, apologize. But that's when I feel like I'm not getting the most out of myself. You feel me? Out of my work ethic and out of myself. When I make the video, I edit the video, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna upload this day. It makes sense to upload it this day, or I'm gonna upload it at this time. It makes sense to upload it at this time. And I just don't do it. I don't get around to it. I either go to sleep or whatever happened, regardless, I just don't do it. And that beats me up more than not doing the video at all. You know what I'm saying? So I see it as a missed opportunity. But nevertheless, that's how I know I'm ahead of the curve, and I'm on point, because I'll see somebody talk about something that's in my algorithm on on Instagram. Like I might be scrolling on my Instagram, I'll see something. I'll get on YouTube, and this same person will be showing clips or either showing a video of the same thing that I seen on my Instagram. So I find that pretty intriguing. You know what I'm saying? That raised eyebrows. I'm like, okay, I'm on point. And they have a pretty good show. I must say they do got a pretty good show. But I see people like, post stuff that I'm like, even though it is around the world, it's already big and made it major. You know what I'm saying? I see people post stuff that I'm like, damn, I should have jumped up on that. But enough of the side, the side talk, the side tracking and stuff like that. Let's talk about this tendinism. Let's get to that. So, Ong just did an interview with Club Shay Shay and I believe it's called Nightcap. But he did an interview with Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, y'all might know him as, and Uncle Shay Shay, whatever y'all want to call him. All right, so the interview seemed pretty good. I don't know if you've seen it. If you didn't see it, go check it out. I believe it's on Nightcap. All you gotta do is just go look up Club Shay Shay, and then you can probably find the interview. I believe it's called Nightcap, if I'm not mistaken. I hate to misquote. So, the interview seemed good. You know what I'm saying? He is charismatic as normal. I get two things from him though, because I wasn't able to watch the full interview. I had to go do some things, but I watched like in the up to the middle. But from what I've watched, I feel like it's two things with him that I think. This is my personal opinion. He's very charismatic, seems like a nice gentleman. Definitely reminds me of, a family member in the family or something like that. But I mean, if we gonna keep it all the way real, man, I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. And I'm from the South too. He seems like he's from the South. Not saying that means anything, but he do seem like he's from the deep South. And a lot of our elders that are from the deep South, they tend to be a little bit, like when it comes down to certain things, they tend to be a little bit like not up to speed on or a little bit slow on, you feel me? And not saying that Unc is like really slow, but I see him get distracted a lot, or he could be spitting on them on purpose. He probably don't want to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact when everything came out, he sat down at the table. I put that clip up there too. When he sat at the table and the owner was talking about Keith Lee bringing the tips and how Keith Lee should have gave the staff a tip, give a business owner a tip. Unc is a business owner, he owned part of the company, blase, squaze. Come to find out, Unc do not own part of the company, and the dude was trying to trademark tendinism, which a lot of people feel like he already done went to try to trademark tendinism, and they just got in a legal battle about it. Unc won that with a black lawyer. Thank God for that lawyer that picked up his case, that black brother that seen something in him that he can also see in his family. Whatever it probably was something that reflected on his family. Like, man, that could be my damn uncle. You know what I'm saying? Or that doesn't happen throughout generations of my family. We ain't gonna let that go down again. So salute to that brother. Damn good lawyer. He got him his stuff. He got him his trademark. And that's what's up. You feel me? I can salute that. But I do want to say, like I said before, when he sat down with I forget the owner name. He was so that's how irrelevant the owner was. I forget his name. His name evades me. But the actual owner, the white dude of Destination Smokehouse, was talking and saying, Unc own, he part owner, and talk about the whole tip situation. But Unc was trying to spin the conversation. He was like, nah, let's not talk about that. Anybody coming at me with negativity, I don't want to hear it. Y'all take that negativity over there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be positive over here. And he was just trying to spin the conversation. Now, you could tell that he was deflecting from the conversation. It didn't necessarily look like his mind was like lingering off or ADHD type stuff, like where he couldn't focus on one topic, or he didn't understand the task at hand and talk about this topic. It seemed like he was purposely doing it. then once all was said and done, he wound up coming out and saying for his own self, out his own mouth, yeah, man, we having differences or whatever. Unc doing his own thing. I'm no longer at Destination Smokehouse, which we all kind of knew. But, Unc probably was just keeping the player, like, not trying to really, being old school about it. Probably hoping that, the relationship don't break. Or any bonds or bridges is not broken and burnt. And, if he needed a brother for something, he probably could ask a brother for something. And that's our thing, too, whether old or young. A lot of us melanated brothers and sisters be scared to go out there and do the hard work, do the heavy lifting, and be looking for a handout or a favor, not knowing all of the talent is right here in-house, in a body experience. Just you projecting who you are and putting that out into the world, people gonna love that. And I think that's what Unc had failed to realize at first. He was being conned and deceived, or rather, he was being stringed along because he wanted to be stringed along for his own personal reasons. But once he realized, man, I got this. The people here for me, they want Mr. Tendinism. I am Mr. Tendinism. You ain't Tendinism. You know what I'm saying? Once he realized that, I think that not only turned up his flex a little bit and made him a little bit more comfortable in his situation, a little bit more comfortable in his suit and in his shoes, I think that also gave him some more drive. He probably got more drive than he got before when he was seeing all of the artists and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that especially like in business, you gotta go through stuff like that. You gotta go through the ups and downs because you won't never know. You don't want to get to the top and then go through something like that. And then it's like, you make a big fall. Not to say, you know what I'm saying? Not to say he ain't really got nothing right now, right? Not to say he ain't got much, but on the road that he at, I think he got some good people in his corner. Seemed like he got a good attorney. His attorney probably gonna be eating good and making money and stuff like that. Make sure all his business deals are cut the right way. And that's what he should have did from the jump, but you learn these type of things through trial and error. His lawyer may not, or rather, his lawyer is not gonna try to get over, because, I would think that he got to be on the bar or some shit like that, or, to be state or federally recognized. You don't want to lose your license and continue to make money off of one bad deal. So I would think that he would do Unc right if he handling all his deals or pushing them into the right direction. I think he gonna handle them right. And then you want to rather put your faith. A lot of people say put your faith in God. I believe that as well too. But you better be, putting some little retainer fees to the side as well, just in case for a rainy day. You better put your faith in some of these lawyers, and you really can't do that either, because some of them is like, slimy and sleazy. I've had a couple of bad lawyers. So I know, but I will say this though, it was cold as hell out here too. Taking me a little walk, y'all know how I do. All right, but I will say this too, man. Unc got him a nice brand going on. I wish him the best. I hope that he thrive. I can see him opening up multiple locations. People gonna buy into it. And honestly, I believe if nobody else would have ever found out that white man owned Destination Smokehouse, I can almost guarantee you by the middle of this year or either the end of this year, they would have had 3 stores, they would have had 3 restaurants, it would have been 3 Destination Smokehouses open, and they would have changed the name to Tendinism. You feel me? That can become like, if you in the South or whatever, that can become like a cookout. That can be like a Bebe's barbecue or something like that. That can be like just like a little, like a little local spot where you go to get barbecue food and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? Because people like things that are new. People like things that are fresh. And you know, that was a new thing. That was the hip thing. That's what was in. You know what I'm saying? And then the food looked good. Then it's made by an FBA brother. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you can relate to. You ain't want to go buy no bullshit from Boston markets. And you know what I'm saying? Feel like you eating real. You know what I'm saying? Some real soul food, a real good home cooked meal. At least when you buying it from that tendinsm, you know what you buying. So I thought that was, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was real interesting. And I really got high hopes for You feel me? Me personally, I think he gonna do very well. I think he gonna do extraordinary as far as business goes. It don't seem to be nothing else that can possibly stop him other than pretty much, you know, him getting in his own way. Sometimes you could be your best ally, or you could be your worst enemy. So I'm wishing him the best. I pray y'all wishing Aunt the best. And yeah, we can see where this goes at. I hope y'all like the clips that I put in there for the people that didn't see it, for the people that seen it. You know what I'm saying? Just to give you a little update. I hope y'all like my take on this situation. But yeah, man, let's get to the next part of this video. This is a real, I want to actually do a whole video on this. I'm probably gonna talk more about this because when I look at it, it's like, damn, like that could be my uncle. He was gonna try to take his, Buddy was gonna try to take his whole idea. And the crazy thing about that is like, even if it ain't your uncle, your brother, whatever, we've all been through something and created something that we spent our life working on and doing. And here comes somebody who ain't put in half the work ethic, or not even 25% of the work ethic, and trying to take your creation, trying to reform it or reshape it and revamp it into what they want it to be so they can steal your idea. Most of humanity has been through that. And if you haven't gone through that, you're probably not old enough, or you're probably just not creating enough stuff, right? But most of humanity have gone through that. People trying to take your ideas and capitalize off of something that you created and make it seem like they created it, right? From him trying to be like P. Diddy and be all in the videos, and you know what I'm saying, trying to be all in the front, telling Mr. Tendinsm he can't take no tips. I know you probably seen a paycheck. Why I can't get my tips? And why would I tip? That didn't even much make no sense either. Why are you gonna say he can't tip the owner, but he can tip the whole staff? How many people y'all got working back there? Why would I tip the whole staff? That don't even much make sense. Like, you can tip your server, you know what I'm saying, or the person that, you know, the person that walked you to your table, you know, the host or something. Like, you can tip the host and then tip your server. You know what I'm saying? That's P, that's player. But if I'm coming here specifically for or I'm coming here specifically, like even if that was your brother or your cousin, you going there specifically for your peoples, and you want to shoot them a tip like, hey man, the food was, man, delicious, wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And you got in your mind, this person run this restaurant, own this restaurant. Soon as you see a euro jumping away, like, hold on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't giving me that money? My hand's itching right now. You ain't giving me that money? You finna get this money to him? Oh, nah, you might well go ahead and tip the whole staff with that or put that back in your pocket. Go ahead, get on up out of here. Get on, get. You know? And it seemed like he was playing it like that. Like, get on, nigga. Get. We don't need you around here, you know what I'm saying? Messing up shit. Like Scooby-Doo back in the day. Scooby-Doo say, like when they catch the bad guy always say, and I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. He would have got away with it if that dude, I believe his name is Keith Lee. If that dude ain't going there, try to review that food and pay Aunt that money, if he ain't have a good heart to do that, bro, that shit would have never been exposed. And that's crazy too. Because I think Keith Lee should actually do a follow-up, as a matter of fact. I think he should do a follow-up. If Aunt open up a restaurant, he should do a follow-up. That'd be some good content. because it just goes to show you where having a good heart and doing the right things and supporting your people get you. Not only did he go viral for that, made money off of that video, and pretty sure he felt good about helping the community and helping his people, and waking up people, opening up people's eyes to that shit. Cause really, he really started a revolt. We all got on code to follow suit, but he really started a revolt by posting that and saying like it's something suspicious about that shit. By him doing that, he and having a good heart, like I said before, trying to tip Unc, he not only set off a movement, but he opened up the doors for Unc to get a trademark, to get his own shit. So I think Keith Lee should do a review on tendinsm restaurant. If it do open, when it do open, I know it's gonna open, but when it do open, I think he should do a review on that. That'd be fire. That's good content. But nevertheless, I've been talking about this shit for a long time. Make sure that y'all follow the page, subscribe to the page. Right now, I don't even know. I don't even feel like I got any other socials or social tags or anything on my stuff right now, because I would have gave y'all TikTok. I'm about to start up a TikTok and put up some little TikTok videos. Probably go live on TikTok while I'm going live on the YouTube, so we can get both of that traffic, get more traffic over here. Y'all can go over there. But for the most part, like I said before, man, make sure y'all follow or subscribe, whatever you want to call it. Make sure that you like this video. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you share this video if you possibly can. And I really would appreciate that. Share this video, like this video, and let's get into the next segment, man. Telescope.
Y'all notice what's happening here? Live on the air. Watch what grown men, grown white men, was doing to little children. And y'all think it's just Epstein Island. Just watch and observe.
Do you talk about getting married and having a family and things like that? No. You don't? What do you do when you're 11 years old for a date? Where do you go? What are some things you do?
We just walk home from school with each other.
Oh, you walk home from school with each other. Okay, what category? Do you hand out kisses, Jennifer? You look like a young lady who likes to give lots of hugs and kisses out, do you? Hey? Hey?
Not really.
Not really. Not really. Can I have a hug and a kiss? I can't have one? Even if I say and whisper in your ear that Allison, you're gonna win the show, I still can't have a hug and a kiss? Well, I guess you can't win the show then, if I don't get a hug and a kiss. Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, you hear that? That's a good answer. Oh,
I think that when you're talking about the higher levels, I don't think you're able to get that high without being groomed to get to that height at this stage, or that you're part of the cabal, so to speak, that gets those types of people to the top.
So it would be hard for you to believe that anybody at that level is not into this.
Well, I mean, and I don't mean to be imputing bad will to people, but I'm very suspect of these people. Part of it is because of the fact that everything they do is Marxist or communist in their behavior and their structure and what they're trying to do. So and so which I've actually done a series of short videos where I show that diabolic psychology and communism are identical. The psychology is absolutely the same. And so these people, you can pretty much tell that they're driven. There's also these are the same types of people that just make sure that abortion always is maintained. They push abortion everywhere. So I think a large percentage of them at the top, I'm not saying every one of them are, but I mean, this is my own opinion. It could be wrong. Maybe I'm venturing out a bit too much, but it seems to me that a large percentage of them actually are. When Putin said, and I'm not a fan of Putin, but when Putin said, that the world elites or the heads of world governments are basically in the West are just a bunch of satanic pedophiles. I'm like, well, yeah, that's true. So
Jews don't buy Nike shoes. We buy their stocks. We don't buy the new iPhone every year. We buy more Apple stocks before the new iPhone comes out. You drive the most expensive car you can barely afford. We drive the cheaper one and put the difference into real estate. You wear the brand, we own the brand. That's not a flex. That's a system. My father taught me something I'll never forget. Every dollar you spend on appearing rich is a dollar that could have made you genuinely rich. Every pair of sneakers, every watch, every upgrade you didn't need. That's not spending, that's hemorrhaging. The secret to Jewish success was never intellect. It's recognizing the difference between an asset and a liability. You purchase things that drop in value the instant you swipe your card. We purchase things that generate money while we rest. You need everyone to notice your success. We construct ours so silently that by the time you realize it's generational. Comment money, and I'll send you the real estate secrets they keep from the Goyim.
So, man, you know what I'm saying? I had to play that, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of, sick stuff that was in there, and a lot to unpack. But, hopefully, y'all have a strong stomach for crazy ass stuff like that. I just wanted to prove a point that obviously Captain Tazariak, salute to him, has already proven. And then the guy that was on I believe his name is Ryan something. I forget his name, but his name evades me right now as well. But yeah, he has a lot of controversial and interesting people that's on his platform. He's an Army vet. Just look up Army Vet Ryan podcast and you'll find him on YouTube. But nevertheless, it's more important. Their names are important as well, but it's more important about what they were talking about. And what they were talking about, obviously, were the PDF files that are in the industry and the PDF files that are considerably known as the higher ups. And it seems as though unless you're indulging in that type of stuff and they got dirt on you, that's the only way that you're going to ascend to the top. If you're not indulging in that type of stuff, then it seems that your career is stagnant. Your placement in society, as far as your placement in celebrity, the social circles, it seems like it becomes stagnated because they don't have any dirt on you and they don't want you to find out what they're doing, and you might go run your mouth to other people. So if they have a little dirt on you, it seems more likely that they will hang around you and things of that sort, because you do what we do, you indulge in what we indulge in, you eat the same food that we eat, so you're not going to go tell anybody about what's going on and what we indulging in, because you have a little dirt on your hands, you know what I'm saying? You got a little blood on your boots. So that was very telling. And then also the Captain Tazariak clip with the old man on national TV, on national syndicated TV, talking about, giving kisses to little kids and little girls and actually forcibly trying to take a kiss from a little girl. That's crazy. But if you're a certain age, if you come from a certain age, you know that this type of stuff was going on. It was kind of like in your face. Hindsight is always 20/20, because when you look back, you're like, damn, that shit was actually going on in front of our face. Like, nobody seen nothing wrong with that. Like, nobody just ain't call it out. It probably made them feel weird, but nobody ain't call it out, So that has been something that's big in time. Like, if you go back in time and you look at the stuff that was going on, R. Kelly, the whole Jay-Z thing, messing with Aaliyah, just a lot of that stuff. Like, that's why I say when I watched Dame Dash, he says, like, he was ahead of his time and he escaped and he evaded those situations, and he knew that people that he was around was doing questionable things and he didn't want to indulge in that. That's why I say that Dame Dash is a clever dude, you know what I'm saying? I still feel like he should have spoke up and said something about it, but at the same time, like, you saying something about it is not gonna more so do anything. It's just gonna, like, you can't really, it's hard to bring awareness with one person. Like, if you're not Michael Jackson or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And even when he did it, he still got, criticized, and they put smear campaigns up against him, saying that he was, wacko jacko and messing with kids, when actually a lot of people said that he was trying to save the kids. A lot of the kids themselves said, like, I go over Michael house just to get away because he doesn't care about celebrity. He didn't even want to be looked at as a celebrity, just because of the demonic things and the sinister things that they was doing and they was involved in and they indulged in, right? But it's crazy when you look back at that time, because it's like Dame Dash could have never did much because he didn't have that type of influence. right? They would have just kicked him out of the circle, made him look like he was doing those type of things, and they would have got away scot-free. So I'm glad that he played it how he played it, as well as like bringing it to the light that, like, you know, these dudes are, you know, indulging in some spooky stuff. When I seen dude, you know, chilling with her, like, hey man, yo, that girl's a little too young. I'm not doing that. That's lame. You know what I'm saying? Not only is it lame, but it's sick. You know, and I'm glad I was able to put the video of the puppeteers up there as well, where you see Baal at the top, you see the Vatican, you see the Rothschilds, as well as like when you go down the ladder of the puppeteers, you see the politicians, you see the celebrities and musicians, you see the entertainers, and then when you go down the ladder even more, you see, you know, your regular standard people that's living in, you know, day-to-day life, and bills is overwhelming them. So the little bit of entertainment that they get, they watch it, they consume it, they believe it, you know. And it's only a few people that's out there that are like-minded. For the most part, people just kind of believe what they say, you know. People are like damn near like goats, you know. They dragged along, straggled along, and they believe anything that they're being told and they're consuming, you know. The mind is a very terrible thing to waste. So you know, you want to just watch what your brain consumes and what you believe is true. Like, if you're watching something you're believing is true, also give yourself a second input and say, hey, look, why am I believing this? Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, it sounds true. But why am I believing this? What's making me believe it? Is it my own? Is it my own beliefs, or is it somebody that's trying to inflict beliefs upon me? You know, and that always happens. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it happens without people even acknowledging or knowing. So glad I could bring you guys that. Y'all jump in the comment section and elaborate more on that. I'm gonna be short because we got more segments to go. But y'all check out this, man. Telescope. So, man, as you can see right here, we got Jack Boy talking about Young Miami. And the reason I posted this just to, you know, give y'all a little insight or whatever is because I feel like it kind of ties into the last segment. Like, the same people that, you know, that are in the higher ups that these people are asking money for, like, oh, you deal with somebody that is making $1 million a year, or you deal with somebody that's making $100 million a year, $200 million a year. You pretty much like opening up the door to say, like, hey, look, I want to mess with the small hats. I want to mess with the people that, you know, and the powers that be. And we all know, like, you know, she done been fondled and handled and, you know, dealt with the diddler and stuff like that, on top of her having, you know, a baby daddy that's in the industry. So at this point, it just looks like she's selling it, you know. And just to play devil's advocate, you know, some of these dudes, they not really mad about them saying that they want to do that. They more so mad that, like, they can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that happens all the time where a dude is dealing with a girl, soliciting the girl or whatever, and, you know, you go to the hotel room, you only got $250, she asked for $300. Hey, I'm finna go run to the ATM right quick, I'll be right back, and you run off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all done did it, or you all done thought about doing it, you know what I'm saying, at least. And that happens all the time. So it just seems like, you know, he probably can't afford it, so he talking like that. But a lot of these girls is not worth that. Me personally, $200 million, I don't think that nowadays no woman is worth no type of money like that unless you work hard to get it. You know what I'm saying? But me giving that to you, or me, you know, you count on my funds and what I'm making and stuff like that, me making that, and then, you know, dealing with you just because you and I'm making that type of money. Now, I don't feel like you deserve what I worked hard for. So I disagree with everything totally that she's saying. But for the main part of this segment, it just goes to show you that, you know, these people, and I mean, and even so, like, she used to mess with Kodak back in the days, you know what I'm saying? So his handlers, or, you know, these high-powered small hat lawyers that he's dealing with and stuff like that, it's not surprising that they were in the same circle and they used to mess around with each other. Even when you look at, like, Jada Waiter and, you know, them coming out and saying allegedly that she has herpes and stuff like that. A lot of these people are in the same circles. They sleep with each other. You wonder why, you know, these rappers want to sleep with the same girls, because they doing little funny stuff to each other, you know? Like, you wonder why Offset is getting caught with Selena Powell. She done exposed 1,000 niggas. But you know why niggas is doing that? Because, hey, look, man, she's not going to expose me. You know, niggas probably, you know, getting the gooch licked and all type of stuff like that. And they thinking that this female is not going to expose them for what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she messed with this dude. I know he involved in this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to mess with her. You know, he a part of the circle, so I'm going to mess with her. And these females are exposing these dudes because, you know what I'm saying, they're part of that crazy ass community, right? So that's why I put this in this segment. It's a little short segment, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all coming to watch, man. We're gonna move on to the next segment, man. Telescope.
So I'm saying, okay, I get all the backlash in the world, and I love it for speaking on dead people. I don't give a f about T.I. dead sister that died in the car wreck. I was hoping 50 would bring her Precious and run her through the rimmer mill. But rather than me disrespecting them, I just went and reminded everybody, T.I. got a dead family member he loves so dearly. I'm just waiting on one of them to say my name. I'll make T.I. send King on a kamikaze mission to come get me, and I'll kill him. I'll kill him, because I know they'll send him. I'm just waiting on one of them to say, I'm waiting for 50 to tag me in.
So, man, like, cloud chasing is at an all-time high. I'm glad I was able to show y'all this, man. You know what I'm saying? And you see, right? You guys see that Charleston White is trying to, you know, he trying to insert himself in there to get some more views. And it just goes to show you, bro, everybody is chasing it right now. Everybody is chasing it. Mama, daddy, uncle, you know, everybody is chasing it. I also inserted the sexy red photo in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all think? You know what I'm saying? She look better than sexy red. Would you hit that? You know what I'm saying? Is she going for that? Is it a go? You know, she definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like Sub would say, man, she definitely light bright and almost white. So we know you niggas is finna go for it, right? She looked like, you know, she could be Spanish or whatever, but everybody is taking on that black woman's persona, and the black woman can't even walk outside without no makeup and without a wig on. Isn't that crazy? Everybody want to be you, but you trying to be something else. I find that wild. You know what I'm saying? I find that real wild. And if we being honest, right, just speaking on that photo, if we being honest, a lot of men don't really care. Like, men are telling women, like, look, I don't care if you put on makeup. I like you the way you is. I don't care if you putting on a wig and doing your hair and all that other shit. I ain't really here for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look sexy the way you are. But the women still do it. Why? Because they're doing it for validation from their homegirls, which in a sense comes off as, like, you know, in that community, a part of homosexuality. Like, you try to look good for your homegirl. Y'all doing these little parties and pajama parties, Valentine's Day, you know, things like that. Like, that sound like homosexuality is just sneaking up, you know, when the woman is always dealing with the rose. She loved the rose more than she loved the man. You know, you love for a nigga to dine in between your legs versus, like, you know, for somebody to penetrate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like homosexuality. It's just it's sneaking up on you. You know what I'm saying? It's sneaking up on the women. And the crazy thing is like, women to be quick to call a man a homosexual or like question his masculinity or his sexuality. But y'all got homosexual homeboys who y'all big up and like y'all hold to the highest regards. Or if you call a homosexual dude out and they're friends with a female, they gonna call you homophobic. But then in the same breath, they'll tell a heterosexual man, hey, look, man, you acting like a female, or you gay, or, you know, it's a whole twisted ass backwards world right now. So that's why I posted that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all think about that little picture in that segment of the video. But as well as I wanted to show that Charleston White is trying to insert itself into the 50 Cent and, you know, T.I. beef. And it's still going on. You know, this has been going on for weeks now. Diss tracks have been dropped. You know what I'm saying? Things have been said that can't be taken back. You know, people talking about people's deceased mothers and, you know, people's deceased sisters and kids. So it's a lot of things that's been said that can't be taken back. You know what I'm saying? And we also gonna talk about Boosie, you know, going at Kodak. That's gonna be probably in the next video. But if you don't got this far, make sure that you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to probably move on to the next segment, but we're going to be talking about that Boosie and Kodak situation, and y'all give me y'all take on it. Because it seems like, you know, niggas always, you know, worried about the lower vibration things. You know what I'm saying? We don't worry about stuff that can actually affect the community, but we always focus on the lower vibration of the situation and the lower vibration of things, right? Why are we talking about jail and what's honored in jail? I don't know. Maybe people think it looks tough or you solid or whatever because you don't went to jail, but it's like, why are we promoting going to jail? You shouldn't even have to go to jail. If you don't go to jail, you're doing something positive. You don't got to worry about being called a rat, being called, you know, a female dog. You know what I'm saying? because you checked in and go to PC, right? So that's a whole conversation right there within itself, right? Because everybody ain't went to jail. Everybody probably ain't went to prison, which are two different things, as well as state prison and federal prison are two different things. We're going to talk about that, though. That's a whole nother segment. But y'all tell me what y'all think about the white sexy red. Do she look better than the black sexy red? And do y'all feel like black women need to, like, you know, get more into their feminine, into their self, and, like, you know, and appreciate who they are and their color and their hair and stuff like that? Is it the black men? Are we not doing something? Like, are we not doing something right? You know, I hear a lot of talking points, like, especially from like people like Dogface, that say, like, you know, the black woman is the black man's worst enemy. You know, but I see a lot of black women that get mad when black men date other races, like white women, Armenian women, Arabic women. You will see a black woman like, oh, why you with that white girl, or why you with that Arab, and, you know, shit like that. So why you go with that Chico, this and that, you know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that it was a real good segment to throw in there. Charleston White has nothing to do with this. He's just trying to insert himself into this, which I found very lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like he dying out. Like, yeah, you went over there to Aiden Ross. You said that she wasn't going to do nothing with Sean Cotton. But if you watch the whole video, he says that, oh, well, you know, I think everybody playing. We finna, me and Sean Cotton finna do interview. That shit gonna be doing 5 million. Like, niggas is playing it for the numbers. But if you watch the whole video, it's over there at Terrence Gangster Williams' platform. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. You know, he got a good platform over there. You know, dropping some interesting jewels and interesting interviews and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all go check him out, or whatever the case may be. Nevertheless, man, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you can. We can move on to the next segment, man. Telescope. So, man, jumping straight into this segment right here, it's a crazy segment, you know what I'm saying? It also falls down into what I was kind of talking about previously, but this has happened to be a younger generation, and it just shows you where the generation is going now. These two brothers, salute to my FBA brothers that's out there, and my FBA sisters that's out there, in the black community, especially the foundational black community. We don't even indulge in stuff like this. This is like so taboo and against who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even just taboo, it's just against who we are. You know, it's not something that we even indulge in, praise, glorify, look over. It's just not against, like, it's just not, we just not with that, and we so against it, even to the point where the whole prison rule of, like, oh, you mess with a child or whatever the case may be, you know, we on your ass. You know what I'm saying? That comes from black people, right? That doesn't come from Hispanics, because they're historically known to deal with little kids. That doesn't come from white people, or YT people, whatever you want to call them, because they're historically known as well to deal with kids. That comes from the black community, and everybody else picked that up, right? We gave it a go, and everybody in the green light, and everybody ran with it, right? And the crazy thing is you have two 12-year-old, I believe one of the boys is 12 years old, and either the other one is younger, or he's maybe 2 years older, probably 14. But they down there in Miami, or either Broward County, and, you know, they took the innocence of this little girl. Now, it's crazy because these people are Caribbean, but they're going to also get lumped in with all black people, right? Because of the color of their skin, they're going to be lumped in with FBAs and foundational black Americans. But these people were like tethers. These people were, you know, like Jamaican or Haitian, probably from some Caribbean island. And that goes on a lot over there in those third world countries, right? Those third world countries, second world countries, that goes on a lot over there, right? But they'll come over here, and the greatness that they do, they won't applaud. They'll applaud that, but when it's stuff like this, they won't pick up their trash. They'll let it be said and let it be known, or thought rather. Excuse me, got the hiccups. They'll let it be thought rather that these people are just, you know, black. That these people, and when I say black, everybody know what I'm talking about. Like black Americans, the people that don't know where they come from. They'll let these people and let the world think that these people are just black because they don't want to pick up their garbage. They're ashamed. These people have dismembered and disassociated themselves with these type of people, but they're not going to say that because of their loyalty to where they're from. They're not going to say that out loud, right? Which is crazy, because it's like, as a black person, as a foundational black American, we got to pick up y'all trash when y'all get, you know, a Grammy, when y'all get an award, you know, like Shabuzi, you know, you'll be like, hey man, this is for Nigeria, this award for Nigeria. Well, all right, y'all take y'all war for Nigeria, but as well, take y'all trash too. You know what I'm saying? Take y'all trash, pick up y'all trash too. So these brothers were not Black American. They were, you know what I'm saying, some Caribbean dudes that did that. And it also shows you that, like I said before, that goes on a lot over there in those second world and third world countries. And it shows you what may be going on at the house or what these kids are seeing at the house and around the house. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, it's weird for a child that age to do something like that, right? So hopefully the little girl is great and her family is trying to find a way to cope with that. That girl is definitely going to need therapy. But nevertheless, I had to drop that. You know what I'm saying? That's the last segment of the video. Appreciate you guys coming to watch. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, share this video, like this video. And yeah, man. Remember, they said it. Now we speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope. You're not watching Telescope Channel. Telescope.